Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today, did this do the yo? Hold on, let me try it again. Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Thursday, August 3rd. I am fucking tired. Oh my, it just like really just hit me. I drank an energy drink too. I think that's why how I know how I have what the fuck? Hold on. That's weird. Okay, I think it's working. Hopefully it's working. Oh, shit. Oh, uploading. Okay, got it. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Like I am like I said, I think that's how I know I probably have really bad ADHD. Like I drunk an energy drink and that shit didn't wake me up not one fucking bit. I was going to drink one at work, but I was like, "Fuck, man, I ain't got it in me. I don't think it's gonna. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm just, it might knock me the fuck out." But where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest, and also Threads too. Threads is Cruising Podcast altogether. If you guys want to go check out the Threads, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start promoting more. I mean, not promoting. I'm gonna start doing more on that. Today is supposed to be Bleach Thursday. Bleach Thursday because we couldn't do Bleach Tuesday, and then Bleach Wednesday kind of fell apart. I don't even know what happened to me on Wednesday. Like I got out. I felt like I got off work a little bit earlier, but like at the same time, I feel like there's no fucking time in the day. Like I lose all time in the day. I'm sitting here. My problem is I start binge watching shit, and then like that's my day's gone. Okay, I've been watching the quarterback documentary. Let me tell y'all something. Netflix does a fantastic job with documentaries. But today's Bleach Thursday. I want to continue on with Bleach Thursday. Okay, my bad, my bad. That might have sounded like it was cut, but that was real time on your boy. All right, Bleach Thursday is here. We had another episode of Bleach happen. And I would just like to say that this was actually one of the better like origin story type deal. I don't know how to really explain it, but this is like the best like backstory. Not I can't even say backstory. Singular episode for a person, I guess I can really say. So Senji Kamaru Kamaru Ra, Kam I'm going to do this episode tomorrow. Fuck, man, I'm so tired. I can't even read. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do this shit tomorrow. I can't even. I'm like sitting here reading this shit, and I just cannot do it. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna do Bleach Friday. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I fuck, man, because like I need not just energy to read these names, but I also need like I don't know, man. It's so weird. So this is like a real time podcasting fuck up. Well, but pivot. We're going to pivot. Okay, we were going to do Bleach Thursday. I'm sorry, it's going to be tomorrow. All right, there will be a review of Bleach tomorrow. So now I give you guys an extra day, and yeah, um, I guess the only thing I could really talk about is I think I talked about it briefly, but the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is one of the like I said that movie is definitely probably top 2 greatest Ninja Turtle movies of all time. I would have to say. Like it's crazy because we're saying that Into the Spider-Verse is probably top Spider-Man movie of all time. Like if we're being real with each other, I don't mean to say it because it's black, the black Spider-Man, blah blah blah. No, I'm saying this is that he has that movie was fucking amazing. And I'm seeing like people's reviews of it, and it's like, yeah, well, this changes the whole franchise. And it does in its own sense because now there are like the Ninja Turtle now the turtles. the kids especially can grow up being the turtles. Like normally it's the older adults that are the voice of the Ninja Turtles. And I think Seth Rogen, if I'm being honest, did an amazing job with mixing in like adult humor with like, all right, it's still like, let's remember these are kids. And me and my brother was talking about it yesterday. Me and my brother talked about this yesterday, but he was right when he said like the Ninja Turtles kind of geared towards us. Like that was something that like if you're gonna do a Ninja Turtles movie of that scale, like it was geared that was geared towards us. And like all the nostalgia, like Ice Cube being the main villain and saying 90s slang that like these kids will actually understand it. It's like, wow. I the people they put on this show, I mean put on this movie, the voice acting alone was Chris. The I thought that when I seen the animation for it, I was scared. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was very worried about the animation of this movie. But I would like to say this. I didn't want to spoil it for anybody, not spoil it, but I didn't want to like give everybody this all these hopes and dreams and things. But um but that the animation actually was way cleaner. Actually, even when they started doing like fight scenes and shit, like that was the most cleanest fight scenes. Those fight scenes were very, very clean. They were crisp. I know I keep saying crisp, but they were. They were beautiful. I loved watching it. You know what I'm saying? I would go back and watch it again. I will go back and see it again. Actually, I might. I probably will. I need to go see the Barbie movie too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know some of y'all have been trying to convince yourselves not to see it. I'm gonna go see it. I'm not gonna wear pink or anything like that. I ain't gonna go that far. Like I wore a Ninja Turtle shirt, but that's about as far as I would go with it. Actually, I probably would wear. I saw somebody with a Ninja Turtles backpack, like with the shell backpack. I'm like, man, you're a fucking poser. I just want to say you're a poser. No, I'm playing. I grew up on this shit, man. I breathed this shit. I remember the first words I can spell was from a fucking Ninja Turtles book. So fuck you. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. But I definitely advise anybody that, especially if you grew up in the 90s or also in the 80s, growing up and seeing them for your Saturday morning cartoons and things like that. I definitely would advise you guys to go see this movie. I think you will be definitely surprised about how really good this was. Very well written out. I mean, like I wouldn't say it's a perfect movie. There's some things here and there you can nitpick on, but like uh I'm gonna give a full spoiler review next week. Now, for real, I'm gonna give a full spoiler review next week because I feel like this was a different take on the Ninja Turtles, and I feel like the one place that really did kind of like try to do the dark angles with the Ninja Turtles too was the 2003 version, and was the 2003 version of the animated show, and I loved the 2003 one. If I'm putting series together and I'm putting a list of series, 2003 Turtles are probably up there with the 80s ones. Like they even did the City of War arc, and I think they captured what the comics were. And they, it's supposed to be for Fox Kids. I think it was like it was a Fox show. So it was like, and then you also had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? Like they went their own angle, they did everything. Now, I tried to watch the one the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation where they introduced Venus. I gotta rewatch that, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Like they could have did it. They could have promoted that a little bit better. It was on Netflix for a little bit. I think they took it off, but you can also go see all Ninja Turtle movies on Paramount Plus. That's all there for yo viewing pleasure. But yes, this is definitely the bigging up the Ninja Turtles. Go see this movie because it's amazing. It was an amazing experience. I will definitely I toot, toot, like, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go on the other spectrum of things. I started watching Gotham Knights. That shit's stupid. That was a bad decision. Yo, if you're gonna do okay, here's my problem. If you're gonna do a show that's based in the Batman universe, okay, okay, you're gonna do a show that's based in the Batman universe that also has not only its own comic book run, but also has its own video games. Video game. Why the fuck would you not use those storylines? Why would you go with the angle that Bruce Wayne had an adopted son and he's murdered by one of the people that's part of the people that were robbing him was the Joker's daughter? And then not really explain like who the mother of this child is. We're talking about, you know, well, she's the Joker's daughter. Well, is that Harley Quinn's child or whose child is it? Because y'all not really going on that angle. And then it's just, and then they have the card. Then they try to do the nostalgia one where it's the card of the Joker when we first seen it for Batman Begins, the Christopher Nolan one. It was the same card that they use to to um not spoil us. What the fuck is the word, man? I can't find words right now. This sucks. But to kind of like tell us, all right, well, Joker's gonna be the next villain for Batman Dark Knight. And I'm sitting here watching, I'm just like, y'all trying to take cues from Batwoman. Okay, cool. All right, whatever. You could have, you had a chance there, but you fucked that up. And then you try to do kind of like the Arrow angle where it's the rich billionaire kid that's trying to fight crime. That's just his dad doesn't want him to fight crime. It's like that origin story type shit. I'm just like, yo, I don't even believe that you can fight. Like, I know they're probably trying to get away from the Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne has not been seen. Like Batman had his own child with Talia Ghul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could at least based it on Damian trying to take the mantle. And maybe I need to watch the rest. The only good part, I'm not gonna lie, the only like really like good storyline that's on this show right now is Misha Collins' Two-Face, Harvey Dent. That's literally the only good story. Even the main storyline is fucking trash. Okay, it's trash. I'm sorry, it's not a good show. I see why it got canceled within the next got canceled for the first season after the first season. Like, this is not a good show. It was a cash grab. It was a viewer grab or whatever the fuck were looking for because the video game came out. So I'm sitting here watching. I'm just like, yo, this show's bad. This is really not good. And then you have like a random Robin. A girl that like a high school girl is Robin. Like, I'm sitting here watching. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Not because the high school. Hold on, just in case everybody starts going up in arms. Not because the high school girl is Robin. Is because you could have used fucking Barbara Gordon. Why didn't Barbara Gordon get used? The fuck are we doing here? It's right there. It like you have the story. The story is Batman is murdered, and it's up to Dick Grayson, who at this point is Nightwing. It's Damian Wayne, Barbara Gordon. I think there's one more. I think maybe Jason Todd, but Jason Todd might come in and like, he might be Red Hood. You have the story here. You have it. And you fumbled that with characters that don't have anything to do. Like, what's the kid named Turner Hayes? Like, y'all try to make new character. You know what they tried to do? They tried to Batwoman this shit. They tried to put a new character made for the CW. They tried to put new characters as made for the CW shows. Oh, okay. They tried to put new characters as made for the CW shows into, into our ethos. And to me, Batwoman worked. That worked. Like Ruby Rose, didn't want to do it anymore. Okay, cool. We're gonna switch to Ryan. And also, she was fine as shit. Let's just both. I mean, it wasn't really a big drop off. I mean, it wasn't even a drop off period from like fineness. But we're not. We're gonna continue on. Ryan Wilder, by the way, that was her name. Hey, hello. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna continue on. Sorry. That wasn't a big drop off in talent, and somebody that could sell the show. And it looks like, she actually probably had a little bit, like whoever her stunt double was, or if she did have one, they did a fucking amazing job with the fighting. It didn't look as stiff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Batman characters, especially when they're wearing that suit, they look a little fucking stiff. But Ryan, like, you were able to pull that off because you already established a pretty good show at this point, which was Batwoman. I don't care what any people say. I don't give a fuck about you about you people that talk shit about woke people. But Batwoman, the first and second season. Now the third season had a little wonkiness. I will say that. But the first season and second season, when they introduced her, I think that was really fucking good for modern day CW verse shit. I think that was one of the better shows. Now I'm hearing Superman and Lois. Now, if you guys know if you know me, I hate Superman content except for Smallville. I love Smallville. Smallville started this whole CW phase and all that. That's my nephew told me about Superman and Lois. I will watch it. I just didn't. He wasn't believable to me as Superman. I'm sorry, he just wasn't. Taylor something. I know his name is Taylor something. But he didn't give me like the vibe of Superman. Hold on, let me try to do something real quick. Shit. Because it's gonna bother me. Because damn it, yo, what's her name? Goodness gracious, who plays Ryan Wilder? Like, it's kind of cool that she got made for the I'm gonna fuck this name up. Her last name is Leslie Jav Javicia. I'm sorry. Ryan Wilder makes her comic debut in Batgirl 50. Ooh, might have to read that. Okay. So Ryan Wilder has made her comic book debut on October 22nd on the Batgirl number 50. Yeah, buddy. Okay, sorry, my bad. Going back. Okay. I'm sorry. Her last name is Leslie. Is it Javicia? I'm sorry if I'm sorry. I messed your name up. It's just I'm sorry. That's on me. But I think that I'm going back to the Superman and Lois thing. Like, I didn't believe him as Superman, and I think I was there was too many Supermen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Henry Cavill. It was just too much. It's too much. CW and WB need to get their shit together. I'm sorry, man. At some point, you can make movie stars out of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the whole Smallville, I don't think he wanted with Smallville and Tom Welling. I think Tom Welling didn't want to do the role. Period. I don't think he wanted to put on the suit. I think it was good to kind of separate him as Clark Kent to actual Superman. The problem is, I think they picked the wrong fucking Superman, of course. But going back to the Gotham Knights, I think they tried to capitalize on something that was too late. Like, you did it with Batwoman, and it was a seamless transition. You got lucky. And you wanted to roll that dice again with characters that no one knows. That no one has any. You know what you tried to do? You tried to Guardians of the Galaxy this shit. And you forgot that you're not James Gunn. This is before James Gunn became the guy. You forgot you weren't James Gunn, and you fucked up with an ensemble cast because none of them match. Like the two, like the brother and sister, the brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? They have like a heart to heart, like literally every fucking episode. Every episode, there's like a whole monologue for those two. It was like that was just written in. Like we're gonna have a monologue for these guys now. Like if they just made a Two-Face show with Misha Collins as just have a Harvey Dent um and his origin story. Misha Collins is playing the shit out this fucking role. I like that they're giving us this backstory about Harvey Dent and why he becomes Two-Face. I think y'all forget, man. Two-Face actually really did have two fucking personalities. So I like that story. I think he's acting his ass off, and this is like a wasted performance for him, man. Like it's wasted because this is not a good show. Now, what is a good show? And once again, I know I keep saying about Superman content. I normally hate it, but My Adventures with Superman on HBO Max also, which comes out on Fridays. Yo, this show right here. I was talking to Michael after the show, after the pod. No, I talked to him during the podcast about it, but My Adventures with Superman. I would like to say this, and this is just me. I think the show is amazing. I think they do an amazing job with a 20-something-year-old Superman just figuring out how to become himself. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't, it's going to be a kind of okay. There's a spoiler coming real quick. Okay, there's going to be a spoiler. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. No, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do the spoiler. I'm sorry, not going to do it. But I like this show myself. I really do. I like it how it's kind of it's Scooby-Doo animation, kind of. Like it's that not even old school. It's like the kind of little newer school Scooby-Doo. Like I can't really explain it. And it's also like Scooby-Doo comedy a little bit too, like Scooby-Doo humor. But at the same time, it's a black Jimmy Olsen. So I'm kind of hyped about no. Like I said, man, I like this show. I like that they did a kind of a different drawing for Slade Wilson also, and a kind of a different, they kind of tried to make Amanda Waller look a little different too. I think that if Warner Brothers Animation can fucking somehow take some of that talent and put it towards the live action, they might actually be able to compete with DC. Like the problem is that Warner Brother Animation doesn't come out in theaters. They come out on streamers, on Max app. You know what I'm saying? So you can just go watch it. It's not appointment. You have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to sit inside of a theater. I think where that fandom between the MCU and this DCU. I think that's where the live action bullshit comes. Like y'all starting to see like there's some cracks in the armor of fucking MCU right now. Like if you went to go see Secret Invasion, I'm sorry that you wasted your fucking time. I'm really sorry about that. I like 6 episodes of one of the greatest Marvel's timelines. I mean Marvel storylines. Now, I'm saying one of them. I'm not saying all of it, but it's one of the greatest ones. It's just like DC. What DC has done. They literally did what DC did. You know what I'm saying? DC fucked up Flashpoint again. How do you fuck up Flashpoint twice? How do you fuck up Doomsday? Twice. Twice. Right? It's been twice. I think you fought Doomsday twice. You know what I'm saying? You could have had the Legion of Doom, but you didn't use it. You still have it. I would make a Legion of Doom. I hope they make a Legion of Doom movie. Y'all don't understand how cool the Legion, like, and have the little thing to come up from the swamp and shit. Fuck, man. And they said Swamp Thing's coming back. I gotta finish that actually. I'm telling y'all, man, that DC Universe app had a chance, yo. It had a chance. I know some of y'all didn't never bought it or anything like that, but that DC Universe app, there was a chance there, man. Like Titans was actually really fucking good. It does hit a lull here a little bit, but like overall, the series was actually very fucking good. I think people just couldn't get over Robin saying fuck Batman. Like, when you watch the show and understand why he says fuck Batman, then you'll be like, oh, okay, all right, well, that's why he says fuck Batman. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Swamp Thing. Didn't Swamp Thing like start off like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for like the first couple episodes? And that was started on DC Universe. I think Stargirl started on DC Universe too. Harley Quinn, who's like winning Emmys left and right, and then deservedly so. Their newest season is fucking amazing. Oh my gosh, it's great. Like it's crazy that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, one's a hero and one's the leader of all the villains. It's fucking crazy shit. It's a great storyline, you know. And then they brought back Young Justice, you know, and I was watching it. I used to go, so I used to have like, all right, story time a little bit. I used to have like, um, I used to go to class, and like between my classes, I had like maybe like 2 hours between class, and like first I will go on the DC Universe app because I paid $5 for it, so I want to fucking use this shit, and I got hoodwinked. I really do. I feel like Kevin Smith hoodwinked me. I feel some type of way about that. It's okay. It's okay. I still love you, Kevin Smith. But you hoodwinked me a little bit. I thought he was going to be part of DC Daily. Like he did the first episode of DC Daily. I was kind of hyped. I was like, yeah, all right, we got Kevin Smith about to break it down. Let's get it. He was only there for one episode, and then that was it. But they had old boy that played Malcolm Merlin. He was on there a lot, and he did. I thought he was like the best one out of everybody. Like he had the most charisma out of everyone. And it's crazy because he played Malcolm Merlin from the Arrow. If you guys have seen Arrow, he's the like he pretty much plays a stoic bad guy, and like no, like he doesn't really show the personality that he has on that show. Like dude had a lot of like he did a very very good job playing Malcolm Merlin. Let's just be real. I guess I did have energy, just a little bit. It's just I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. The problem is that if I'm going to read these names, I'm going to be stuttering all over the place. I'd rather have enough energy to be reading these fucking names off. I actually typed everything out. I'm very much prepared for Bleach for a Bleach review. It's just I'm so fucking tired, y'all. They tried to kill my ass today, but I'm just saying, like, I really hope that DC like really steps the fuck up, man, because that app was actually fire as fuck. And you can go read the comic books when they come out. Like they just I'm so mad, yo. I just wanted that to work so bad. I wanted that and Ghibli to work. You know, I was saying the 5-minute shows and shit. I really wanted that to work, but it just Gibby or whatever the fuck it was. I wanted that to work so bad. And I even like got the trial membership. I'm willing to try something. And then I was like, fuck, man. It just didn't work. And then their shows, it didn't work, but it's crazy because their shows are showing up on different streamers now. Like the Most Dangerous Game with I think Liam Hemsworth. Liam Hemsworth. That showed up on Amazon as like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, man. This just fuck. There was a chance, man. Like I said, there was a chance with some of these apps. I guess they just ran out of money. And I understand it sucks, man, but damn, there was chances there, dog. Like just like with Secret Invasion, the first episode. Like you guys heard my first episode review of Secret Invasion. I was like, this shit is actually pretty fucking good. And then it went downhill. I thought Graphic was going to be one of the best. The fuck? Oh, it must be trying to connect to my fucking Apple. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that caught me off guard a little bit. Sorry, my ADHD. Like I said, man, I have really like something will catch my fucking attention very quickly. It looked like Graphics was about to be like a top 10 villain, and then like his whole entire character just went fucking down. And I think I blame the writing for that. I think AI did it. I don't give a fuck. I think AI wrote that fucking shitty ass show. The ending to that shitty ass show. Fuck, man. All right. I did what I could, guys. I didn't want to hold y'all too long, but I did want to do a podcast today because I felt like I owed you guys. I owe y'all listeners everything. I had to pivot. I'm sorry. It was a little bit of a pivot. I was going to do Bleach today. I will have a Bleach review tomorrow. There will be a Bleach review tomorrow. I might even do a Jujutsu Kaisen fucking review too. Might put both of those reviews in one because like Jujutsu Kaisen like hit me up. It hit me in a different way. Came out of fucking nowhere. Oh my gosh! But we're gonna talk about that all that tomorrow. That's anime and stuff. So with that, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And what you can do, please, is leave a like and subscribe on YouTube, and also please leave ratings and review on Apple Podcasts. Please, I love you. I do. I love you. But yeah, Apple Podcasts also leave hey yo, man, I know I keep saying this, but like mental health shit. I mean mental health things. I'm sorry, I gotta stop cursing like that. But mental health things. I want you guys, please, on it. I might even put the question out on this one too. Let me know how you doing, baby. Tell me how you doing. How you doing? You ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me everything. If you don't need, if you don't want to tell me everything, that's fine. But it's good to verbalize it or type it out. You know what I'm saying? It might be good for you to type it out. I don't know. If you need to hit me up on, y'all know where DMs is at. Hit DMs up. But I mean, straight up, man, I'm here to talk or listen, wherever you need me to fucking do. I got you. So with that, I want to say I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.